Viewers, welcome back. I was telling you about the India-Japan joint statement. And while in Japan, the Prime Minister had signaled India's readiness to advance bilateral ties with China based on mutual respect, mutual interest and mutual sensitivity. Prime Minister Modi had said that stable, predictable and amicable bilateral relations between the two countries can have a positive impact on regional and global peace and prosperity. Importantly, Prime Minister Modi noted that improved Indo-China ties was crucial for a multipolar world.
The fact that the Prime Minister agreed to attend the SCO Summit after 7 long years in itself is an indication of the relationship improving. Remember, both leaders, both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Xi Jinping, the President of China, met in Kazan, after which we saw multiple measures and steps taken by both sides. The resumption of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, the issuance of visas after 5 years to Chinese nationals by India, and both countries talking about resuming direct flights. So these are all indications that India and China finally want to move ahead of the challenges that we've witnessed in the recent couple of years, especially the time that we saw after the Galwan clash. Now, in terms of both the countries coming together, US has also played a very big role. US tariff episode has brought India and China closer because it's a mutual concern. And remember, China is one of those countries that has openly taken a stand for India, hitting out at America, saying this is bullying and this is unacceptable to levy a 50% tariff on India and that we should stand up against it. That was China's statement. Remember when the Foreign Minister, Mr. Wang Yi, came to India, he met with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. He also met with NSA Ajit Doval and later with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, what were the issues that he was discussing? He was talking about the border issue. We have seen disengagement at Demchok and Depsang. That in itself was a big indication that both countries want ties finally to normalize. But there are contentious issues as well. And you know, the trade deficit between India and China has now grown to $99.2 billion, something that always is a big concern. China wants a bigger access of the Indian markets. India wants to balance out the trade deficit, and US is watching this development very, very closely, because remember, if US wants to compete with China, then it wants India as a partner. But Donald Trump in the recent past month has not taken even a single step that can boost that kind of confidence that US really trusts or respects India as an ally. And that's the reason why India also has started diversifying its strategy. It is looking at other countries as well. It is looking at other markets, because if United States of America believes that it can dictate its terms, then, well, India is not ready for it. And the fact that India also refused to give any sort of credit to Donald Trump for brokering peace or ceasefire like Donald Trump claims has irked Donald Trump. Remember, he is one of those self-announced peacemakers or mediators. Donald Trump is one of those self-announced mediators who is looking for a problem to solve. And India has made it absolutely clear that, great, you're an ally, good that we do trade, let's maintain a healthy relationship. But when it comes about sovereignty, well, US has no rights to dictate. And the Prime Minister has made that clear time and again when he said, I'm willing to make personal sacrifices to put the interests of farmers as a top priority. So that speaks volumes about where India, China are headed and where US and China are headed at this point of time.